better than Detroit Become Human. Let me explain.
Spectacular Spider-Man, a few other choices.
Detroit Become Human.
How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Okay, now don't get me wrong. I love Detroit Become Human. It's just that, well, Spider-Man is just superior in too many ways. Plus, cars kind of... Spider-Man is more of a complex story, though. It is about 23-year-old Peter Parker who wants to help others. He got the powers of a spider, giving him a spidey sense, the ability to crawl walls, and being awesome. But he can help people. He wants to help people. He does help people, and at the very beginning of the game, you have the choice where you don't get to choose. You can either go after Fisk or pay your bill. You choose to go after Fisk. Because of this choice, you get evicted from your apartment. Because of this choice, you have to spend an entire level looking for your stuff. Because of this choice, you have to go around asking for help. Because of this choice, your story continues. Peter makes his own choices, but you don't help him. You just deal with the aftermath. While yes, in Detroit, you get to choose what you want, that's not as fun. Because in Detroit, you choose how you want your own character. You can choose, oh yeah, I want Connor to be a jock and Carl to be more of an idiot than she already is. But no, Spider-Man is a true-to-heart great superhero. He wants to help others. He does help others. You don't make those choices for him because you should make those choices if you were in his position. Spider-Man is a hero. He does what he needs to help, and you do follow the aftermath of it. Here's an example. And you work for Otto Octavius, who, if you do not know, is Doc Ock. Peter wants to help people. He feels compassion for Otto Octavius, so he walks for him. But what ends up happening is he goes insane with the project that he is working on. He ends up releasing GR27 into the air that gets all of New York City infected with the virus. Because you can even go as far as saying that Peter helped him achieve this goal. Because of this choice, Aunt May gets put into the hospital. Well, she gets infected with it, and you made that happen. You helped Doc Ock achieve his goal for your compassion. If in Detroit, if you knew this, you would have stopped it. But no, that's what makes this game good. You help others, you deal with the aftermath. You wanted to help Doc Ock before he became evil. You did it, but causing your aunt to get sick. And even then, as she's dying in bed, you have the choice. You can help her, but you only have enough antidote to either help her right now or don't help her and save all of New York City. She begs you to save all of New York City. And now, if you were in charge of Spider-Man in this scenes, most people would have saved Aunt May. But no, you're not. And that's what makes this good. You want to help as many people. You want to do what people want. Help everyone. Make sure everyone's safe. But you can't in this situation. So instead, you go with what your dying aunt's final wishes are. For you not to use it on her. Because, as she says, you know what to do. This choice ends up getting her killed. She dies because you helped. if you were allowed to choose like you do in Detroit, most people would not have helped Otto Octavius. Most people would have given the antidote to Aunt May. But no, you cannot do that. You cannot help. The only thing you can do is sit back and deal with the consequences of your actions as Spider-Man. Now, a thing I love about the new Spider-Man game is it makes you feel like a Spider-Man. You're swinging around, and it just makes you feel like Spider-Man. You just swing around the city. It really looks beautiful. But did I mention that it makes you feel like a Spider-Man? Now, let's talk about the characters from Detroit Become Human. One of the main characters, Connor, he is a police officer. He helps his buddy Hank. Another one of the main characters is Car. I'm not really going to talk about Car, because she's retarded. And you can't forget about Marcus. He's Marcus. Now in Spider-Man, you play as Spider-Man, Mary Jane, and Miles Morales. Miles Morales, well, his father died, who was a police officer. He was killed in a bombing that Spider-Man thinks he could have prevented. After his father's death, he starts to work at the Feast Center, where Peter got him the job. Peter then starts tutoring him, sort of, at the Feast Center, where Aunt May is his boss. Mary Jane is Peter Parker's love interest during the story. You play as her mainly for plot exposition to learn what was happening before Spider-Man got there, or more about crimes, because she's a reporter. And then Spider-Man goes around swinging through the city like an awesome hero that he is. Oh yeah, ka-chow. In Detroit Become Human, you play as 3 different characters, Connor, Marcus, and Car. You want to start a revolution as Marcus. Connor is working for the police, and Car is trying to escape to Canada. All 3 of these storylines do add up, but it depends on your actions of what happens towards the end. So, you want to start a revolution as Marcus, you do a revolution. You can either do it for robotic change, where they're on the same level as humans, or you can do it and kill all humans. Because humans suck! Now in Spider-Man, one day you wake up and you go fight Fisk. While fighting Fisk, whenever you're done fighting him, you go swing around and then you get information about this demon gang. You ask your Aunt May's boss what if he knows anything about the demon gang. He shrugs it off, and throughout the story, you help Doc Ock create his experiments for his lab. And then GR27 is realized, and that's what they're trying to get. So it is revealed that Lee is the demon gang mob master. So what happens is Spider-Man has to fight him. He gets him in jail. But Doc Ock, he gets his arms complete and he goes insane. He releases all the prisoners and the Sinister Six. He gets GR27 into the air, infecting almost everybody in New York City. And whenever Spider-Man beats him with the antidote, he only has enough for either Aunt May or wait for tomorrow for the entire city. It is such a sad story. Ka-chow chow.
Whoa, that's why Spider-Man's better than the toy.